Martinez, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas Longhorns, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's Dell. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So Texas offense will have the first possession of the game. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games, the team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and block out all the noise.
He finds a soft spot in the middle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust...
There he goes! They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge all week long. They knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Red Raiders offense will go to work for the first time today. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Red Raiders trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. Complete to the right. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. They'll try to power their way ahead. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield. The Red Raiders send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They want to run it left here.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive feat.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Burt. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
Snagged in the middle. It's Burt. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Guys, let's think big picture about Texas Tech. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team.
Touchdown, Red Raider! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from midway in the end zone. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to throw on first down. He's looking deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Working the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Longhorns have their offense in high gear. To the air on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and those in-breaking routes for the quarterback and the receiver have to be really dialed in, really trustworthy because you're throwing to the middle of the field with so many hands. Nice job by the defense breaking on the football and taking that in away.
Could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Longhorns decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Zone for a touchback. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Got his man on the outside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Red Raiders want to crank the tempo. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Wants to return it. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his tight end. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
What a nice run there. And I tell you, Texas has always been a place where there have been outstanding running backs. This guy is the next in line. He's got vision, he's got speed, he's got power. It always seems like it takes multiple defenders.
Breaks into the open. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7.
Texas 21, Texas Tech 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, your best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to...
Breaks away in the middle. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Red Raiders with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raider. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to beat the D deep. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sidelines.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got the back in the middle. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Flips it out on the screen. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line getting set on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. It's complete to the right. At the 20, he's got space. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass. And they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison. Or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Oh, he's got some space. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. The Red Raiders headed quickly to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Makes the grab. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Gonna look downfield again. Using the quick game. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Gives it on the option. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8. And the Red Raiders, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They want to throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address and do something different.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. From the gun, to give, looking for room. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go when you run into him.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they turn it into a deep score. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Oxford for some time. They're up by 17 over Louisiana Tech. The MACtion never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On the option. He'll toss it.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Hand off from the shotgun. Got a little space. He's up to 90 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. A stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down in 2nd and 9. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. I mean, you coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. He'll take it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They'll leave it with him. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. The Red Raiders want to move quickly.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
It's complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Red Raiders will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Quarterback making checks. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place. Was forcing.
Turning it on! Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And he made the extra point without problem. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get... on the board. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Defenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Working that left side now. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Here's a heat. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Red Raiders will hustle to the line.
Really nice timing. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass, but how about saving your best for when it matters most late in the ballgame? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
No huddle here for the offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down, because from here, it would be a 58-yarder. Got his man downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. And we are all tied up here in the 4th. And we are all square as he's set to kick it away.
I am not always the most positive guy towards kickers. We all know that. But how about that, man? First opportunity in the game, in the 4th quarter, when your team needed it. The game now tied because of his foot.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit as he throws. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. And the Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Longhorns! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and said, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
38, Texas Tech. 31.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. They convert the 4th down, but back to the line with no time to waste. And he's just going to spike it.
The ball on the clock is stopped. No gain on the play. 2nd down.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Trying play action. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Complete out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. There's a long and storied history of great games between...